I, 29F, am thinking of leaving my disinterested husband, 29M. I've been with my husband for 6 years. Married for 3. We own a home as well as multiple pets, but are strictly child-free. I am needing advice on 1. If I am being extreme, and 2. How to break it to him. I am a go-getter in life, and have climbed the corporate ladder with zero schooling and simply hard work. My husband attended school for 6 years and achieved an associate's degree. I am in no way looking down on his achievement in school. I am happy he attended and was able to accomplish what he has done. My problem lies in the aftermath of time he has had to grow, and the stasis he's kept himself in. My husband works a job that has no growth, no raises, and no interest in him as a person with drive. He self-proclaims he is content, while I have to work hard to support us with our huge salary gap. I make double he does. As time has passed and we purchased a home and other landmarks, he has refused to try and step up in any manner to help me. At one point I asked him if he could at least maybe pick up on more chores to help me out, since I was desperate to feel any sense of fairness in our day-to-day. He refuses to do any extra work. All repairs, services, any sort of issue in our lives falls solely to me, since I am better at figuring things out than him. All phone calls, scheduling, problems all fall to me to handle, while his day-to-day consists solely of video games. I have even tried to get him into other hobbies. I'm a gamer too, but I think you need to spread your wings past just that. But he claims he has no other interest in life. I have had multiple conversations, and by multiple I mean practically every 34 months for 2 years. I have these come to Jesus talks, trying to get him to step up his game. We don't even do holidays anymore because I would buy him gifts, where he would get nothing and claim he didn't like what I asked for. We spend absolutely zero time together outside of getting food or small talk throughout the day. Even though we both work from home, I am getting to a place where I'd rather hang out with my online friends than spend any alone time with him. I make up stories about him and I having good times to my friends, so that they don't have concern for me and they can like him. He is happy to have me go to my best friends for all my emotional support, since it's not his forte. We don't text, and when I was out of state for a week he literally did not message me once. I went to him after an anxiety attack 2 weeks ago, and he didn't even give me attention until I called him out for it. When we talk, I have to actively ask him to say something, or else he will just sit there spacing out, not acknowledging my speaking at all. Our physical relationship is zero, and for many years I thought I may be asexual, but now I am beginning to wonder if I am just incredibly unhappy with him. I feel like I have given it every chance I can, have tried to set him up for success time and time again, only for his laziness to win out. I have had all the counseling conversations, but I'm always met with, "I'll try to be better," only for nothing to change. Is this a lost hope? I dropped the bomb last week telling him I was on my last chance, and he's been trying this past week to be better. Even with his efforts, I feel so apathetic to it all, and I have zero trust that it'll be fixed this time. He's been so happy and jovial. It hurts me to think that I am going to drop the divorce word on him and hurt him. I know he loves me and considers me the greatest thing to happen to him, but I can't help but feel he's something that's holding me back. Any advice on 1. What to do here, and 2. If I should separate, how to talk to him, would be greatly appreciated. Really seems like more of a roommate from what I'm reading here. Flip it the other way around. Would you want your spouse to stay with you primarily because leaving you would hurt your feelings? I don't know about you, but I think most humans want a partner who stays because they want to stay. You do his feelings no favors by staying in the marriage as a self-made hostage. He is who he is, and years of come to Jesus talks haven't made a dent. I think a trial separation is what you both need. So just to recap here, you don't get anything from your marriage. No emotional support. Not his forte. No fun times, dates, activities. He only likes video games. No help with responsibilities. You're better at that stuff. No financial help. He isn't motivated to get ahead or earn more. And no intimacy. Not just sex either, there's none. You've warned him. You've tried to talk to him. You've done everything you can. He doesn't care enough. I mean, I'm sure it will be devastating to him when you tell him it's over. But too little too late at that point. Plus, changes people make to get others to stay don't last. You guys are just not compatible as a couple. You don't even hang out together as friends. You absolutely should separate before wasting any more of your life sitting in a stagnant relationship. He's comfortable, content, and sees no reason to change. Even though you've told him you're unhappy, you've reached a dead end here. It's going to be very hard and he will be hurt. But you have to, at some point, think about yourself and your own happiness. Some people aren't meant to be together. It sounds like this relationship is over. It sounds like you have already emotionally grieved the loss of the relationship and you are ready to move on. Spread your wings and fly. Oof. I think you know what to do. Before you do anything though, make sure you'll get out untouched legally and financially. Talk to a lawyer and get a professional advice, but you have to get out of this relationship ASAP. You're still young. Don't waste your best years on someone who clearly doesn't value you or makes you happy. You deserve way better. You'd be happier without him than with him. Time to divorce. Oh, this made me so sad to read. You are doing almost all of the labor in this relationship and getting crumbs in return. This isn't love. It's obviously that you are an energetic and bright woman with a growth mindset. Find someone who inspires you instead of dragging you down. You're still so young. Get out there and enjoy your life, your freedom, and your money. It's better to be alone than live with a parasite. I could have written this post. I made the mistake of staying too long. I became someone I didn't like because when I'd talk to my husband and he never had any input about anything, I became an angry person. I had never been like that before. I look back with so much regret that I didn't get out sooner. I hope this doesn't happen to you. My opinion is that you would not hurt him by divorcing him. I think you would inconvenience him, and he would react to his cash cow evacuating his life. Nothing in this post even suggests that he loves you. Move on. You're a badass who has her life together. You are young. You deserve to be loved. Call a divorce lawyer. He has only been trying this past week to be better because he knows it is the end of the road. You deserve to be happy, joyous, and free. Up. There's nothing lonelier than being with the wrong person. He refuses to do any extra work. Stop being nice or polite. Get out of there. Okay, I am going to start out by saying I do not think couples should divorce over just anything. Like firm believer in if there was not cheating, abuse, etc., it can be worked out. Now that being said, unfortunately here you married someone with no ambition in life. Someone who is content to be mothered and provided for by you. He took 6 years to get an 18-month to 2-year degree. He works a job making half that of his wife and has not goal to even try anything different. He plays video games and neglects everything else to allow you to handle it all while you work your butt off. In this case and this case only, I would suggest separating while doing couples counseling. Meaning you're still married, just living separate. So no dating for either of you. No sleeping with other people. Just time apart to be your own people. He needs to be on his own for a time so that he can rewire his self to be self-sufficient. You already are self-sufficient. Nothing changes with him, home or not. This could end in a divorce or with you together and happy. But I don't see him changing long-term with no time to do it for himself. You have not been enough of a reason for him to do so up until now. So your needs will not change him. Further, if you have reached the point after 3 years of marriage that your heart is neutral to him, you have probably already crossed the line of you gaining love back for him. You will always love him, but if you can look at someone and be unaffected by them because you know it is never going to change, then you have personally reached the point that you are done heart and soul. He may not have a mean bone, but reality may slap some seriousness into him. Know what the alimony laws are in your state. You're the breadwinner. Best advice I got out of therapy. You cannot make excuses for him anymore. You can only tell him what you're not willing to live with. Are you sure you're child-free? Because it seems like you're raising a full-grown man. Did he put any money into the house? Can you buy him out in cash? Sometimes it helps to pay someone to leave. Considers me the greatest thing to happen to him. Well, yeah. You do everything for him. Pay for everything. Feed him. Clean him. Basically a mom with benefits. I mean, if you just want to adopt an adult child, I volunteer. At least, with me, I can feed and clean up after myself. And I won't expect any benefits. What do you get out of this relationship? You don't get companionship. You don't get support. You don't get fun. You don't get financial help. You don't get any joy. Relationships aren't easy to maintain, but they're not supposed to be an anchor dragging you down and making everything harder. At 29, you're damn right I'd leave him.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.